Hello, my name is Amelia Hart, and I am 24 years old. I have spent most of my life in Los Angeles, a city that never sleeps, bustling with endless opportunities. Growing up, I always believed in the fairy tale version of love: two people meet, fall in love, and live happily ever after. But life, as I have learned, is far more complex. Relationships are messy, fragile, and sometimes heartbreakingly complicated. Today, I want to share a story from my life, a story that transformed my understanding of relationships and infidelity. This is not just about why people cheat, but about the emotional reasons, societal pressures, and personal vulnerabilities that make infidelity a common issue. So, if you're ready to delve into the intricacies of love, betrayal, and self-discovery, stay with me. My childhood was filled with love and tranquility. Watching my parents' relationship made me believe that love was a beautiful and enduring reality. Their relationship was ideal. I carried their example in my heart and began my life with the hope that one day I would be part of a relationship just as loving. The first time I experienced the feeling of love, I was 17 years old. A boy named Jake entered my life. He was everything I had ever dreamed of: caring, funny, and promising to fulfill every dream I had. Our story continued through our college years. After college, I moved to New York to pursue my degree in journalism, and the distance began to challenge our relationship. Jake and I maintained a long-distance relationship, but it wasn't always easy. When I completed my education and returned to Los Angeles, I felt that our closeness had diminished. At first, we both tried our best to salvage our relationship, but soon I noticed a change in Jake's behavior. He became busier and often seemed emotionally absent. One day, I saw a picture of Jake on Instagram. He was at a party with a woman I didn't know. They seemed very close. The sight broke my heart, but I convinced myself it might just be my imagination. A few days later, Jake left his phone in the kitchen, and my curiosity grew. When I looked at his phone, I found conversations that proved a deeper connection. My world shattered. When I confronted Jake, he admitted to an emotional affair, but claimed it hadn't turned physical. For me, it was a betrayal that felt unforgivable. After the incident, I started questioning myself. Was I not good enough? Was there something lacking in our love? I began trying to understand this painful experience. I sought advice from various experts and conducted research. I was surprised to learn that infidelity isn't solely driven by physical desires. It often stems from emotional voids, personal insecurities, and societal pressures. During my research, I had the opportunity to hear many people's stories. One man shared how he cheated on his wife due to pressure and emptiness in his marriage. He admitted feeling weak and emotionally neglected. His story taught me that infidelity isn't always rooted in malice. It often results from personal struggles. Another story that particularly touched my heart was of a woman whose husband chose the wrong path to cope with life's bitterness. This story shows that sometimes those who cheat are themselves confused and in pain. The woman forgave her husband, and together they found new meaning in their lives. As I listened to these stories, I realized that infidelity often arises not from a lack of love, but from a lack of connection. People sometimes seek in others what they feel is missing within themselves or their relationships. This understanding shifted my perspective. I stopped seeing Jake's betrayal as entirely about me and began to see it as a reflection of his struggles. I decided to turn my experiences into a purpose. I wrote an article on the psychology of infidelity. While writing it, I listened to various stories that broadened my perspective and made me stronger. One interview particularly stood out: a couple who had experienced infidelity but chose to rebuild their relationship. They described the process as grueling, but ultimately rewarding. Through therapy, they unearthed years of unresolved issues and rebuilt their trust brick by brick. Their resilience inspired me. This research was a revelation for me. I learned that maintaining emotional relationships requires mutual effort. When one person fails to express their thoughts or feelings, cracks can form in the relationship. I also explored the societal factors that contribute to infidelity. In our modern world, the pressure to appear perfect on social media, the normalization of instant gratification, and unrealistic portrayals of romance can all add strain to relationships. People are often influenced by external pressures to meet unattainable standards, which can lead them to seek validation elsewhere. My work taught me that the foundation of any relationship must be built on trust, love, and open communication. If one aspect weakens, it can undermine the entire relationship. Looking back, I see that Jake's emotional absence was not just a sign of his infidelity, but also a symptom of our relationship's decline. We had stopped nurturing the bond we once shared. Our communication had become transactional, and our shared dreams were overshadowed by individual pursuits. Life's challenges don't come to break us, but to make us stronger. Infidelity can be a painful experience, but it also offers an opportunity for self-improvement. This story is a testament to the fact that, even in difficult times, we can rediscover ourselves and give life a fresh start. In the aftermath of my heartbreak, I began focusing on myself. I enrolled in workshops on emotional intelligence and communication. These experiences helped me rebuild my self-esteem and gave me tools to navigate relationships more effectively. I also immersed myself in my career. Journalism became my outlet for expression and healing. I wrote about topics that resonated with me, including stories of resilience and redemption. One of my articles on overcoming betrayal garnered attention and sparked meaningful conversations among readers. Through my journey, I've learned that forgiveness is not about condoning someone's actions, but about freeing yourself from the weight of anger. Forgiveness allowed me to let go of the past and embrace the future with an open heart. Looking back at these experiences, I realized that every experience teaches us something. Understanding and learning from life's complexities is what makes us stronger. Now I am a better person, ready to embrace every challenge in life and learn something new from it. This journey hasn't just been about overcoming betrayal, but about discovering my own strength and resilience. It has taught me that love is not about perfection, but about persistence. Relationships thrive not because they are free of conflict, but because both partners choose to fight for each other, even when it's hard. If you're going through a similar experience, know that healing takes time. Be patient with yourself and remember that your worth is not defined by someone else's actions. Use this time to rediscover yourself and build a life that reflects your values and dreams. As I continue my journey, I carry the lessons of my past with me. They serve as a reminder that, even in the face of heartbreak, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. This is my story, and I hope it inspires you to find your own path to healing and growth.